Hi, good afternoon. This is Kavipriya from SNSCHS. Now I am going to explain the topic is about nephron, the physiology of nephron. Do you all know about nephron? First of all, what is nephron? It is a nephron present in millions of nephron present in a kidney, each kidney. Okay, it is a structural and functional unit of our kidney. So there is a collectively serving a functional unit responsible for filtering blood and regulating our body fluid balance. Okay, so kidney is a remarkable organ which is perform various functions in maintaining overall the health, and nephron, it is a fundamental structural and functional unit of our kidney. So it is filtering the blood and regulating the body fluid balance, overall maintaining pH, body pH, which is very important. And this is the nephron, kidney, where the nephron is present. Millions of nephrons are there in our kidney. So the nephron, it is a functional unit of our kidney which is responsible for filtering the blood and producing the urine. So it is composed of a renal corpuscle, glomerulus, Bowman's capsule, where a renal tubule, which is including proximal convoluted tubule and hence loop of Henle and distal convoluted tubule. The nephron, the function through the filtration, reabsorption, secretion, and to regulate the blood composition and excrete the waste product. The segments and their main physiological functions of renal corpuscles and renal tubule are composed of kidney. Okay, the renal corpuscles is glomerular filtrate. It is generated by filtration of water, ions, nitrogenous substance. Here, glomerular filtrate is transformed to urine. The reabsorption and secretion is different molecules through the different section of a renal tubule, that is PCT, DCT, and hence of loop and collecting tubule duct as the collecting system. See, this is the kidney where the nephrons are present. This is a renal corpuscle overview. See, renal corpuscles, glomerulus, and Bowman's capsules are there. Proximal convoluted tubule and loop of Henle and loop of Henle, thin and descending loops are there, and distal convoluted tubule, and finally it is formed to a reabsorption into collecting duct. So here renal corpuscles are glomerular filtrate the composed of water and ions, smaller molecules, and send it to proximal convoluted tubule. There reabsorption of sodium, chloride, potassium, and water, glucose, amino acids, nitrates are happening. And then it reaches to hence of loop. There reabsorption of water occurs. Reabsorption of water, sodium chloride, and also secrete ammonium, everything. Then it reaches to collecting duct. There the water, sodium chloride, amino acids, hydrogen ions are secreted. Then the structures are nephrons are renal corpuscles. First thing, renal corpuscles. See here the renal corpuscles. Then proximal convoluted tubule, loop of Henle, and loop of thin and descending, thick and descending arteries, limbs. Then distal convoluted tubule, then collecting ducts are there. See here the structures are renal corpuscles, renal tubule, proximal convoluted tubule, loop of Henle, distal convoluted tubule, and collecting duct. There the renal corpuscles are contained including glomerulus, which has a network of capillaries. There the Bowman's capsules and cup-like structures of surrounding of glomerulus. Then it reaches to renal tubule. This is a long and coiled tubule consists of several sections of capillaries, and proximal convoluted tubule. There the first part of tubule where the reabsorption gets started. There the reabsorption gets started and the nutrition of ion back into the blood occurs. Then loop of Henle. There loop of Henle are U-shaped in structure, which is responsible for regulating water balance. Okay, which is responsible for regulating water balance and concentration gradient in kidney. Then distal convoluted tubule. Distal convoluted tubule is the last part of tubule where the water and ion absorptions are undertaken. Then finally collecting duct. Collecting duct, the collected urines are from multiple nephrons, it carried it into renal pelvis. Then the functions of nephron.